I've been thinking, I like being wake up in the morning, although it's not every day that is easy for me to wake up, but I kind of like, being awake in the morning. Why? Because I feel like, especially when I'm taking a walk in the morning to go to the gym, I'm very in a observing mode. And I'm, I think this is also the only moment in the day that I'm not reactive. So, yeah, I think it's really, really good because it's allowed me to think about stuff, think bigger, change my perspective on things, change or view all the perspective that's available to me. And yeah, I think there is a lot of benefits to it. Although I know it is difficult even for me sometimes. I've been doing that for at least 3 years now, consistently, and it's still difficult at times. But I think the risk reward benefit for me it's way greater. So what do I want to talk about today? I think everyone should become a creator. When I'm talking about creator, doesn't mean becoming all the influencer we know out there on the social media. I'm talking about just being someone that create things, whatever the thing is. And I think especially the type of society we're living in, it doesn't allow us to be creative. It doesn't allow us to think like we just simply react to things constantly. Whether it's in a job, whether it's whatever, we are reacting. And we're not sitting by ourselves thinking, creating something or whatever the things that we have a desire for. And I think it's very important to just start to create. And it can be simply, I think, creating, it's so broad and it can be like anything. So, for example, me just talking to you, it is creating in a specific way. It's me putting myself out there or putting my thoughts about there, thinking, and then creating a video. So, creating a post, that's creating. It could be also just drawing, someone that's draw. We simply draw something and then et voila, you create something. And whatever the case may be, I think we should become that. And it's also allow ourselves to be in a position where we are creative, we are spontaneous, we are like, we're trying to get from our mind, we're trying to force our mind to think, to express ourselves. And I think also expressing ourselves, it's probably one of the most important things we can do because expressing ourselves like is something that is important just for us to feel us like we are alive, we matter, we can do something. Or and by expressing ourselves, and it's also allow ourselves to know ourselves. And we cannot necessarily know ourselves without trying to express ourselves from time to time. And sometimes I think this is one of the things that sometimes people just explode, sometimes just like that, because they've been bottled up for so much, and then the moment there is a trigger or whatever, the person explodes and expressing themselves. It is good to do that because you don't want like to keep everything inside. And being a creator, being able to express ourselves in whatever the way it is. And how do you do that? For example, how do you start doing that? Well, I think my philosophy and on sorting things is usually starting as the smallest action possible, and slowly there you increase it. For example, let's say you say you said to yourself, I'm going to start making videos, I'm going to start getting better at speaking. We have to take the smallest action. What is the smallest action? Just taking a camera and then pointing it at our face. This is not saying a word. This is already like the smallest action you can take. And doing it repeatedly, multiple times, and to get to a point where it becomes second nature to us. and we're not thinking also about it too much. So anyway, this is a video probably I will want to think even deeper about, to even bring you even more stuff, why it would be like very useful for us to do for me creator. And I might add a few stuff later on the video, so we'll see. So see you on the next one.